We recording? Hello, recording. And to shave my head, which is going to be next, and shave my head, which is going to be next. Some lighting. Doesn't make me look so ugly. Maybe I'm speaking too loud. I probably could put this mic all the way here. Okay, guys, check it out. I'm doing a video today because it's about time that I did one. And apologize right away for not doing it sooner. It's just I'm so busy doing stuff. And I was raised real quick. Let's talk about this. I was raised in the snowboard community, in the skate and extreme sports world, where a lot of people talk a lot of smack, and then it's time to like throw down. So, we had this saying, it's let's see it, right? People always talk about what they're good at, and then it's like, yo, time to show it, time to do it. So I got into the mentality of just doing things, and then, when it's like if anybody asks you to like see it, it's like you can just show them that you did it. There's no energy wasted in like boasting or projecting as to what you think you can do. You're just capable or you're not. So, I like to just do things and perform and act and create results. And every now and then you have to share with what your results are. Not brag, but just historically outline what has happened. So in the last, say, about year and a half, you could say Vibe Bottle, which are all these bottles behind me. You could say Vibe Bottle started 3 years ago. In fact, I have a photo of a prototype I made back in 2014. And you could say that really that until we did our Kickstarter, that Vibe Bottle was just an experiment, really. Once we did our Kickstarter, it landed, we hit our goal, we took off from there. Like after that, we got into lots of stores. We've got 16 sales reps. We're shipping to every country in the world, out of my apartment, mind you. Yeah, right? See, look, that's my clean laundry. Don't worry, that's not gross, dirty laundry. I got my clean laundry. I got my selenite towers, my Lemurian seed. And then, of course, I got the shipping center over here. So it serves me to pretty much just live in my office because I'm either answering customer service questions, or I'm doing returns, or not returns, but replacements. Never done a return. We replace bottles all the time, or I'm just shipping like hundreds of bottles a day, or I'm working on the website, or I'm working on media, or I'm designing a new line or something, or I'm out with Kevin, we're shooting photos. So this is pretty much my life right now, is Vibe Bottle 24/7. And you might wonder, well, why would somebody be that dedicated to bottles? That's why. It's all about the love. That's why. Buddha said, your first task in life is to find your path or purpose, and the second is to give yourself to it. So that's what I do every day. I give myself to what I feel is my purpose. Now, why would bottles be my purpose? Well, the bottle is just the delivery system. My purpose is to be a messenger. My message is the loving reminder that love is the most powerful energy in the universe, and it overcomes fear. Fear is important, believe it or not. It's not convenient. It's not great to have around, and it has many different faces, and love has many different faces. But the bottom line is, they're both great teachers, and love just happens to be like a lot more pleasurable to have as a teacher, and fear with its many faces like anger and hate, ignorance, apathy, all the other flavors of fear. They're here to teach us, but just it's usually more in painful ways. So I'm here to remind us that, like we're born, if you look at babies, like we're loving creatures from the day we're born. Every human on earth has displayed at one time or another that they can be trusting, which is love, or courageous, which is love, or accepting, which is love, or patient, or joyful, or all of the beautiful many things that a baby or a child can be. Which is why when you do self-help, a lot of the time they talk about the inner child, because the inner child is the core of who we are, and it's like the purest part of us. It's like the being of us, the being that we truly are. And then what happens is we interact with the environment, and think about back in the day, our environment consisted of predators. So we were immediately defending ourselves from like lions and tigers and all kinds of stuff, right? I'm not going to say it. Bears, yeah. And then, there's famine, and then there's, warring tribes, and then there were, what is it? I was going to say weather. Weather's not bad. Disasters, natural disasters, okay? So you take this perfect human child that's like very vulnerable and unconditionally loving, and then you put them in this environment, Earth, which is rather hostile. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, based on our experience, things happen. And so what we do to protect ourselves is like we put this layer around ourselves of insulation. Some people call them walls. So in order to protect ourselves from like, oh, if that happens again, I'm going to be ready. And so these incidents happen, and that's just like major, those are like uncontrollable things. Then there's the things that we experience in society, things like, breakups or loss of a loved one, or, we lose our job, or we're battling with addiction or whatever. And so you have all these major uncontrollable things, and then you have these things that are only really factors of like living in a society. And regardless of why they happen or where they come from, it's like we're just trying to insulate ourselves. We're just like this vulnerable, perfect being that's just trying to protect itself and strengthen itself in this environment, right? We're just adapting. Through adapting, we tend to forget who we were in the first place and why we came here and how we felt about the world and things like that. And if you know anything about my personal history, you'll know that I'm no stranger to pain. I'm no stranger to challenge. I'm no stranger to loss. So, I many times have forgot who I am. And it's like, I don't know who's in charge, but it's either spirit or my angels or God, whatever you want to call it, right? My ancestors, who knows? My higher self, something shakes me and rattles my cage and is like, reminds me. And even if it's destroy my life and tear everything out, and so it's just me left, and it's like, yo, like, this is who you are, right? You're a loving, unconditionally loving, trusting, courageous, inspiring, authentic, honest person, And when I get back to that core self, it's like everything in my life makes sense again. I may not agree with it, I may not like it, but I feel like, oh yeah, I'm clear again, and I know who I am and what I should do next. This literally helps me with my life decisions. Who I think I am, they call it residual self-image. If I see myself as like how some people describe themselves as like a piece of garbage or an a-hole or something, anything other than an angelic being, then I'm going to make decisions that fortify that identity or belief. If I see myself as like an angelic being, like a ghost or a soul or whatever you want to call it, in a meat package, which is what this body is, right? And I know that all these things are temporary, that the only things that really matter are love and experience. Those are the only things you can take with you to the next life, right? You can't take anything material. Really, you can only take your memories, your experiences and who you love, like what you loved. That I truly believe energetically is with us forever into the next life or whatever, next body, if you believe in multiple lives. So the bottom line is we forget and we need to be reminded. So that's why. Now, mind you, I wrote a book and I've taught classes, but not everybody likes books and not everybody can come to classes. So, but everybody on earth has to drink water. Not one person, not one animal, not one plant can escape the fate of having to be in contact with water. So, if you study Master Emoto's work, where he started to program water with different words and symbols, and you realize you can change the vibration, we could literally change the way we evolve over the next 100 to 1,000 years based on what we do to our water. So that's my mission. Call me crazy. That's fine. You wouldn't be the first. You won't be the last. Luckily, I operate outside of what other people think of me. And I listen to my guides and my angels, and I do what I'm told to do. That's it. This is not about saving anybody. It's not about changing anybody. It's about reminding people of what already is. That's what Vibe Bottle is all about. Everything in the universe is a vibration. It's a scientific fact. Everything. Light is a vibration, and different wavelengths are different colors. Sound is a vibration. Different wavelengths are different notes. Matter is energy slowed down to the vibration. It's pure energy slowed down to the vibration low enough to where it can become solid matter. And different vibrations and different sacred geometric patterns of those vibrations, namely the platonic solids, all of those are what create different types of matter. So you, as a conscious being and conscious creator, can control what kind of vibrations you expose yourself to, what kind of, and are you exposing yourself to high or low vibrations? Are you exposing yourself to healthy or unhealthy vibrations? Are you exposing yourself to harmony or chaos? And what are you creating? So at the end of the day, we might be attractors, like in the law of attraction, but we're also creators, which I teach the law of creation. The law of attraction is female. The law of creation is male. Female is inbound energy. Whoa, excuse me, crystals. Got my crystals here. I'm just chilling with my crystals. Law of attraction is female. It's inbound. And law of creation is outbound. It's male. And as we know, we live in a universe that's binary, and there's always two. There's always pairs. Positive, negative, up, down, north, south, and so on. So, can I go house to house and tell everybody that they are an unconditionally loving angel trapped in a meat body? Sure, but I'll get locked up within, I don't know, probably one neighborhood, maybe two. Depends on how convincing I am. You know, or I can focus on what I'm good at, which is design and sacred geometry and making stuff. Because I'm Zoe the Peacemaker. I make peace, but I also make pieces of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, that's my freestyle video for the day. Hope you guys love our bottles, and check out vibebottle.com and go to #vibebottle and you'll see us on the web. And there's lots of beautiful vessels out there in the world right now. I don't know anybody else who does a one-time replacement warranty like we do. We protect our glass. Our glass isn't etched either. It's actually fired at 1300 degrees for an hour, so it's stronger than other glass. It's tempered. And we love our glass. I don't know how many CEOs, like, I don't know if the CEO of, like, I don't know, Contigo or something. I mean, bless their heart, I like what they make, but I don't think he's going to go on and start preaching about metaphysics anytime soon. Just saying. Be in alignment with what you believe in. Word up.